Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I'm just trying to connect everything and make sure it's all working. Thank you for the thumbs up support. I appreciate that. Come on, baby. Work with me. Right? I'm me and technology again. Of course, me and technology. Whatever. We'll get it one of these days. Or not. I don't know. Too funny. I hope you have your coffee or your tea or your drink, whatever you're having. I really, truly just wanted to be able to log in and make sure everything's working on both ends. Hey, Lisa, I'm glad you're here, hun. I wanted to ask you directly right now, did you want me to enter you in the giveaway for the gift card or no? Because I came across your name and I was like, oh, she's not in there yet. I wonder if she wants to be in there. Did I ask you that? But it's here, so I'm like, did I ask you this last time? I feel like I did, but I asked a couple people. Yes, please. Forgot the community page. Okay, good. I'm glad. This is growing relatively nicely. I've put up a couple of posts. Some of you guys were entering in on the second post, and I had actually put it to make sure, make sure you only enter once type thing. I bet you this is just not going to want to agree with me, but I didn't want to miss anybody, and the draw is on Tuesday, so we really don't have too much time. Sorry, let me just back that up a bit. That's a little too far. Would be nice to have everything work like properly on time and like when I want it to, but that's usually not the case. But it would be nice if things would work properly in the way I want it to, when I want it to. Oh boy. Does anybody else have these kind of issues? Or is it just me? Too funny. Too funny. Hello, Georgie girl. Hey, Mary. All right, come on. Work with me here for crying out loud. Oh, today's story is of course heinous like none, like all the rest of them that we generally cover here, but heartbreaking because it involves a mother and a son, and it appears as if he may not have had any other siblings. So tragic all the way around. Hi, Granny Doe. How you doing, hon? Tragic all the way around, but and it just seems that there's always the common denominators of, jealousy or greed or lust or, envy or, it's usually always one of those common denominators that something has happened and it's because of or something, which is just horrible, right? I mean, it's sad that people, have to go through life worried about even the people that are closest to you, which they also state, right, that most crimes happen from people that you knew or you met them at one point in time. So please work, baby, please. Maybe if I talk nice to it, it'll work. I've tried cursing at things before. That tend to work sometimes. Oh man. Come on, babe. You know you want to work. You know you want to. Oh, I hope this works. Come on, baby. I just want to make sure that everything's sort of logged in together and then I can start. And of course, this is, not something I can even make sure is working properly from the get-go. Like before I start, it's like impossible to make sure this is working. Hello, Henry. Hello, John. How's everybody doing? I'm like, stop thinking. I'm not asking you to do anything yet on the page, and you're just constantly thinking and thinking. Like, stop. Oh boy. I'm sure that it's all connected and everything. I'm sure, but I just want to make sure. Of course, me and technology, right? I feel bad making you guys wait, though, with me. You're good, right on. Is it about AJ? I'm not sure who AJ is. The cussing works, Lisa, but it doesn't look very professional, right? Could you just frickin' work? You start bashing and cursing things, and people are like, okay, I'm logging off now. Goodbye. Meanwhile, some of them probably do the same thing when things don't work properly. That's never a great solution, though. Usually breaks things, and then what, right? You got to go rebuy everything. But been there, done that for sure. Not going to lie. Okay, this might just work now. Put your coffee down. Oh, yes. Oh, that reminds me while we're in a lull moment here, though. There was a recent stuff on the news again about Facebook's breach of contract stuff. I just want to sort of spread some awareness on the fact that legally, I'm pretty sure, you guys, that they have sort of lined up their ducks in a row, if you will, if you want to call it that. And I think it's almost like we have to take some responsibility. Okay, now that being said, listen, like, because what I'm trying to say is we need to read the fine print. But if in the fine print it's actually telling you that they have a right to do whatever they want with your information and all of that kind of stuff, you may want to opt out of that so that you're not possibly subjected to having your privacy breached in some way. I know I was a victim of it, you guys. I'm not sure if I was on the second time around, but I definitely was on the first. And I had received notification and stuff. So what was basically being talked about is are these companies sort of putting us in a bind by putting in the fine print what they are and are not allowed to do. So in essence, they've disclosed it, but have they really disclosed it when it's sort of a hidden thing? And then, that this happens, right? Millions of people's information gets breached or compromised, due to selling for some reason or political gain or whatever it was that actually happened behind the scene. It's usually us that's the ones that are the victims in it, right? That usually have our information leaked out to other people. And like it's unfortunate, that the internet world hasn't sort of basically set something up that people can ultimately completely protect themselves. It's, basically, welcome as you will, right? Free for all in a sense. As soon as you enter in something, as soon as you upload something, as soon as you release something into that internet world, it's almost available for most anybody to, grab onto, right? So just wanted to spread awareness on reading that fine print all the way through is time consuming as it can be sometimes. It does hold a lot of important information. So I thought it important to, mention it and talk to you guys about it. Could we just get to the damn page? Oh my gosh, like 15 minutes later, and I'm like frustrated already. We haven't even begun yet. This stupid thing is not loading, and it's just thinking and thinking and thinking. It's supposed to be smarter than me. Why isn't it working? Hi, Bill. How are you? Hey, Miss Shaylee. Hey, Chica. I hope you guys are all having a great day. Wonder, is that too dark? Kind of, hey? Just back it away. Maybe that'll work better. Yeah. Oh my Lord. Come on. Work with me. Cheese and rice. Like, holy crap. Honestly, I feel like there's issues going on left, right, and center with all kinds of apps and all kinds of things online due to hackers and all kinds of crap that's happening online too, which unfortunately, you know, you can't avoid. If you're going to play online, it is part of the game. So, but it's frustrating nonetheless, and I like to yell about it. I just get super frustrated with this crap sometimes, seriously. Cheese and rice, hey Samantha. Yes, I don't really drop the JC bomb, okay? So it's cheese and rice for me. But that's just me. Feel free, your prerogative is yours, you know. Just how I roll is how I roll. Oh, my Lanta, come on. I'm like gonna give up and be like, forget it. Could somebody just go over to my Facebook page and check and see if the feed is working? Just get somebody else to help me here. Come on, baby. Can we just get there? Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna be like, forget it already. Sometimes it is necessary to yell at electronics, right? Never an outcome that's positive, it feel like, you know, it just doesn't really even make me feel any better to scream and curse and swear at it. But you know what I'd love to open and what I'd love to be the manager of, be the owner of, is one of those smash stores, you know, where you pay to go in and smash a bunch of things because you want to release some stress. I actually think it would be a very lucrative type of business. If anybody's interested in working together, we should do this. For real though. Seriously. Redonkulous. Absolutely redonkulous. I can't even get it to click down. I can't even get it to do nothing. I'm just like, okay, so go yourself because clearly you don't want to work. Like, holy. Come on. Come on, baby. You can do it. Hey, Stephanie. How you doing, honey? For those of you that are here right now that maybe have not yet entered, I repeat, have not yet entered the draw, please let me know on the community post and I will enter you. The draw is on Tuesday. So I will definitely post up, you know, like it's a closed now and that'll probably happen on Monday, but only a couple of days left to enter into the $25 gift card draw. I really wanted it to be more too, you guys, but I know that I've already explained that to you as to why it wasn't more. That in all honesty, I couldn't believe going into the middle of the Shoppers Drug Mart and there's no gift cards left, like none. I'm like, what the fiddle? Like, how do you have no gift cards left? Like, that's just crazy. So it had to be the $25 one or nothing at all. And I thought, you know what? You've already said twice now that you're going to do this. Like, if this is all you can do, then just do it, right? So I hope that everybody, I want to open this link in a new tab. Let's just do that because this is ridiculous. Stupid page. Enter you into the draw, John? All right. All right, hang on. Maybe we should do that while this is loading for a minute. We'll do entries. It's a $25 Visa gift card, so you can use it anywhere. And I thought it was kind of cool to do a giveaway to show my appreciation to my audience. Come on, baby. This thing is just such a piss off sometimes. Like, whatever. Go frick yourself. Mimi, I know that I had you as well. I'm pretty sure it was 1911. Heather Lane, did you want to enter? Stephanie Erb, I still have your name here as well. And Yvette's, but I don't see her on here. Hamlet for Justice, I have never seen your name, so welcome. If I have, it was only like one time briefly, and I don't really remember. Miri, did you want your name entered, or are you already entered? Yes, I've made one. Okay. Yeah, so I have never entered you into anything though, right? So Henry, if you want, I can enter you as well. I think I might have entered you, but I didn't enter in the 1911 Miri, and you guys are actually both here right now, which is weird, but cool. Does the winner also get a personal note? Every winner gets a personal note from me. Anytime I've ever sent anything out to anybody, I always send a personal little note. Because I think that is kind of, actually, you guys are going to laugh at me because every single time I get to the freaking post office, I've always forgotten to write the note. So I have to pay for doing the shipping at the post office, and then I turn around, go all the way back home, write out the note, and then I go back to the post and I mail whatever it is I'm sending out. But no word of a lie, every single time that I have gone to the post, I go with everything thinking I've got it this time, and but I've usually got a bunch of errands I'm doing at the same time, right? And I get there, and every time I've forgotten the stupid note, and I'm like, get out! I can't believe you did it again, Sherry. So I'm like, okay, back you go, and I go and fill out the note and whatever, but absolutely ridiculous that happens to me every time. I'm just like, oh my goodness, could we just remember all of it one time, I hate it when things don't work my way. For real. Ree, we haven't seen Ree in a while. Hey Noodles, how you doing? I have done several. I've done a giveaway each month since the beginning of the year. And actually this month we're doing 3 giveaways. So other months I have done a couple. But it's just something, it's actually on my trailer for my channel that I want to do regularly, showing my appreciation to my viewers. So, because I've been doing this, you guys, since 2017, and I've never given back. Okay, Miri, I found you. If you want to enter, that's fine. It doesn't matter where you live. You can use a Visa gift card wherever you live. They're accepted everywhere. So, aw, I'm a gem. That's so sweet. Thanks for the diamonds. You're such a sweetheart. Jonathan, I entered you. Miri, I have your name. Tell me now if you want to be entered or not. Let's go. Okay. Putting you in. Did anyone else lose sound? Did you guys lose sound? Let me turn this up maybe. Might just be you, darling. John, I got you entered. I wonder where bipolar. Oh no, bipolar princess is Chica. I gotta take that out. It's confusing me. Lisa Avery, I got you in. Stephanie's good. You said no, you don't want to enter. Okay. Oh, you're saying nope about the sound. Seriously, I was like, where is Stephanie's name? And it's the only one that's on the ground. I'm like, oh my goodness. Stephanie, did you want me to enter you or no? Deception indicated. Welcome. And we'll enter you. No, that's not you. Oh, I thought it was. Why am I confused about that? Not here, Henry. You don't want me to enter you? Okay. Is that what you mean? You're funny, John. Okay, so Stephanie's good. Would love to know if Laura would like to enter too, but this is just ridiculous. Goodbye. We're just going to get rid of this whole thing. I'm just going to delete the app altogether off of this stupid site. Does not want to ever work. I'm so done with it. Done with it. Finished. Big sigh tells you how frustrated I am. I really, I'd rather not be frustrated. So if I have to delete something to just be like, see you later, I will, like, for real. Excuse me. For Rizzle, no doubt. Like, for real, stupidest freaking thing ever. Like, what's the point in doing something if it doesn't work at all? You know? I'm just all serious now. Like, frick this freaking thing. Get the frick out of my freaking life. Oh, so ridiculous. Redonkulous. Yeah. Smash that like if you enjoy my craziness. Too funny. Yeah, I can't even say like hi on the other feed because I can't see it working. Sorry, people. We're going to just have to be on the one and, you can watch. So, stupid thing. Oh, my neck and my back, for real. Okay, forget you. I'm done trying. You're retarded. That's it. Goodbye. Useless. Oh my goodness. Okay. Just gonna get rid of this and shut it down. Sorry, guys. Forced to shut down because he's just stupid. All right. On to my show now, for crying out loud, 23 minutes later. We got this, for real. Thank you for the likes, and hello, Ryan Bremer. Hello, welcome. Okay, so the stories that I wanted to share with you guys in regards to Kay Atkins Rains. Her son, let me just run through a little bit of this. You guys can check this out as to what I'm looking at and what I'm reading, as far as the ones that are watching the shared screen. Okay, so Kay Atkins Rains, this was a Mississippi story that happened where she had lost her life eventually, and it was found to be, of course, her son Clark Rains that was responsible. Now, Kay Rains was born September 19th, 1948. She passed away at 68 years old. She lived in Mobile. I guess the previous cities that she was in was Atlanta, Georgia, Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. But she resided, I guess, in Mississippi type areas. She worked as a president for a Sandusky sewage treatment plant, and she was Caucasian, and she had a son with a gentleman who had passed away before her, of course. So they were a wealthy type of family. They were, fairly well off, and they. Let me just gather my thoughts here. Sorry. On the morning that this had all happened, it was known that Kay liked to gamble a little bit, and she was a fairly financially stable. She could gamble and have some fun doing that and whatnot. She often stayed in hotels and ordered in breakfast and whatnot. She had died at 68 years old at the hands of her son. Now, he was able to fool the police for quite some time, though, in his evasive type attitude. However, they had actually gotten real smart and got a warrant for requesting to track him on his every move, which in turn ended up being what essentially caught him. So the case was handed over to a grand jury by the Mobile District Courts after hearing, much testimony from the Mobile Police Department homicide detectives. And, Mr. Clark had been charged with murder and 13 counts of fraudulent credit card use. I think that he felt like she was like spending his inheritance money, and he was in financial straits, like dire straits. He was unemployed, he wasn't working, he was really dependent on her, and not to mention he had some past dealings where he had a 2-year stint that he did in jail for robbery and evading the police and various charges. So the timeline of events basically describes like this. Kay was staying at the Beau Rivage Hotel in Biloxi, Mississippi. On January 29th was the last day that she was seen alive. She had sort of began her morning as normal, woke up and had breakfast in the hotel. Video surveillance footage had sort of caught her leaving the hotel room and sort of going about her normal routine or whatever, right? He said that the video, or sorry, around 7:30 in the morning, she was at the cafe in the casino and had gotten breakfast and whatnot. She exited the casino and was seen walking to the parking garage. She drove a Honda CRV to her job, and the video surveillance footage from her job, which was at the Home Depot in Gulfport, saw her leaving the building after work at 20 after 1 or so. The next cell phone data that her phone had showed her traveling on Interstate 10 eastbound towards Alabama, stopping at her home location, where she probably gathered some items and whatnot. Clark had been living with his mom because, as I said, he had been going through some difficult times himself, and he had moved back home. And I don't know if I believe he was dealing with some drug issues and whatnot. So the neighbors had stated that it was uncommon to see Clark driving Kay's vehicle, but that testimony had been exactly that. Neighbors had seen him driving around in her vehicle, and they were well aware he did not have a valid driver's license. Once the cell phone data showed Kay's phone pinging off a tower near her residence on the 29th, strange activity began to occur on her financial accounts. At approximately 3:43 on the 29th, there was an attempt to complete an online MoneyGram account. So with MoneyGram, you have to call in, I guess, sometimes and verify some information. And that call was, of course, recorded, and it was found to be Mr. Clark Rains that was giving his mother's information, his mother's date of birth, and giving his mother's social security number in order to try to obtain a money transfer of about $800 that ended up being declined by the financial institution. So the transaction being declined, of course, he was recorded and whatnot, and that information was handed over to the police. He, as I stated, had no source of income, no employment. He was living with her. He states that he wanted to have a home life and, home cooked meals and stuff for a while. And that's sort of the reasons why. But I would imagine that it's something more serious than that. There was a lot of phone calls to Kay and text messages from Kay to Clark in reference to those phone calls where she was telling him, like, I have to work in the morning. Can you please stop calling, or I'm going to call the police? I mean, I have to get up, right? Like, stop bothering me type of thing. And then one of the final sort of messages was a text message from Kay asking Clark not to destroy the house like he would always threaten to do to her. And of course, like it was said on January 29th at about 5:40, Kay's cell phone began to ping off of cell phone towers headed in the direction of the Mississippi on Interstate 10. At approximately 6:06, video surveillance footage shows Clark walking into the Beau Rivage at the Biloxi and obtaining a key to his mother's room. He was later seen leaving with her bags and belongings outdoor. Around 10 a.m. on the 30th, Clark went into the PNC Bank where Kay had an account and attempted to cash a check for $3,500 from her account, which again was declined. There was video surveillance footage of that transaction attempt, as well as the other one that was attempted. And then, of course, like they left the bank. There was debit card purchases that were made and stuff that he was ultimately held accountable for. He made purchases at Exxon, Best Buy, Cash Saver, Pizza Hut, silly whatever little things, right? So on January 31st, the Mobile Police Department became involved in the investigation. When Kay didn't show up for work at the Home Depot, it was very uncharacteristic of her. And, it was, of course, worrisome for her friends and whatnot, right? Clark had told officers that he had dropped his mother off at the Beau Rivage, and he wasn't very clear on what day it was, and that, it was not unusual for her to be gone like this, and that she could have gotten a ride from somebody or a friend. It was at that point that the officers had obtained the warrant to track, Clark, Mr. Rains's, movement and whatnot, which they did for a couple of months before he eventually ended up leading them back to the exact gravesite where, the remains of his mother were found, actually found in a pile of burned, type remains. There were multiple sort of numerous expensive items from Kay's home that were sort of pawned from various locations and stuff. And, late March was when,